Hello and welcome, my friends. I hope you all had a great holiday. I know it's been a minute since I put up a video last, except my little ad there, and you can see that's what I've been working on. My pathofascension.org site. And this is a site that I set out to offer more services than I can just in these short videos. So visit it when you can. But because I've spent so much time on this, I thought today's topic should be called The Time Is Now. My name is Paul, and this is Path of Ascension. So, time for what, you may well ask? Well, I think it doesn't matter if you're newly awakened or you've been working on your spiritual growth and your consciousness expanding for a long time. There is a certain point where I know, at least in the back of your mind or intuitively, you are thinking there is something that I need to be doing in this lifetime. And I know from experience, the more grateful you are to the guides that brought you to where you are today, the more that little voice and that little intuitive resonance rings true. But what happens to most of us when we start going down that road is we start thinking practicality, and our mind starts coming up with all these reasons why we really can't pursue our dream, and we really can't do what we feel that we're meant to do because, well, we have a mortgage, or we have to do this, or I'm tied to this job, and so many years I get my retirement or whatever.
How much did they first pay you to give up on your dreams?
27 grand a year.
And when were you going to stop and come back and do what makes you happy?
Not until you decide to. When I first started thinking about this, and I realized that I had some things, all through my life that I'd been doing, such as music and counseling and a lot of things that apply to advancing the collective if I apply them in that way, instead of just, promoting myself or my own career. And when I started thinking about this, I saw a video, and I think it was Ganga G, and she was saying, you don't really need to do anything but lean into the idea. What does that mean, lean into the idea? I think it's just start thinking about it. What would happen if, lean into the prospect of that. So, of course, this was great advice. But I want to ask you to take this one step further. Suppose you were doing exactly the thing you wanted to do in this lifetime. In every aspect, you were doing exactly what you felt inside you were meant to do. What would that look like for you? How would it feel to be in that space where you wake up every day and you know, oh my God, this is exactly what I wanted to be doing? I want you to spend some time looking at that and feeling that and seeing how that looks to you. This is quantum realization. This is moving along your timeline. You are in the now, imagining and being in the moment where you had all those things and you had exactly your life the way that you wanted it to be.
So Earth has wizards now. The preferred term is Master of the Mystic Arts. You can leave that now.
So what does happen when you start looking at things that way, my friends? Well, it's not wizardry. It's actually what propels you to action. And that is, you visualize this so strongly that you automatically start moving yourself in that direction. And you do it in your spare time, and you do it any time that you can, and whether you know it or not, it's constantly churning. Because when you are on the right path and doing the thing that you are meant to do, you get a lot of help from the universe, from the collective, from your guides. It is out there everywhere, and you start seeing it. You don't have to look for it. You start seeing, oh, here's another sign that I am on the right path, and here's another option for me I hadn't thought of. So these things just start coming to you, which of course is amazing, because all the things you thought that would be too difficult, or you had a hard time considering, are actually the easiest things to do, because you have so much support and help, and the drive is there. It's only the things that we really aren't meant to do, or don't want to do, or are doing because we feel we have to do, that causes so much resistance and trouble. Okay, so where do we start? I would say we start by looking back at our lives and thinking of all the things that you did that really made you happy, that really made you feel fulfilled. This is something that you resonated with before you knew what resonating was. Now, there may be many things. If you want some help sorting this out, visit pathofascension.org. That's part of what I do. But also think about the fact that if there are many things, it may be many things that you're going to end up doing. And as you guys probably already know, as soon as you endeavor to do something great, you're going to have a little thought process that goes through your mind, talking you out of it, or giving you 100 reasons why you can't do it or why you shouldn't bother with it. And you know as well as I do, you create space for that stuff, you let it be, you move on to the thoughts that really produce something. And finally, if you need a little more guidance, visit me at pathofascension.org. I would love to help you sort this stuff out. Thanks you guys for watching. Any comments that you have, I'd love to hear about some of the things that you're thinking about that you would like to be doing that you're not doing now. Leave them in the comments below.
You can choose freedom. I still believe that that's something worth fighting for.
Thank you guys. I love you all. You're going to change the world.